I dressed up today because I wanted to tell you about how I actually got here on my desert island. I realized we've never talked about this, so here I am. I was scuba diving and a big storm came up, and when I came to the surface, my boat was gone and there was this storm and I got washed up here. So here I am on my desert island, and I just thought I would show you how I washed up on my desert island in this gear. And normally I wear clothes because, you know, all the clothes got washed up from the boat too, which was great, and food, so I've been okay so far. But I just thought it made me think about when I learned to dive, how anxious I was. And last week, you remember how we talked about being anxious. Oh my goodness, I was so anxious as a new diver. I was really scared about going down so deep and following all the directions for being safe, because I'm not very good at following directions, you know. And so I was really nervous and I was so scared, and then it occurred to me, I can just pray. I can pray and cast all my anxiety on God. And from the bottom of the ocean, I was able to pray. And you know, God hears you even from the bottom of the ocean. It's so great that He does. And then I calmed down, took some deep breaths, and I looked around. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I can explain to you what I saw. So I brought you some pictures. I've got pictures. Okay. So let me show you some of what I saw under the ocean. This little guy. This is a pygmy seahorse, and he is as small as my little fingernail. He's tiny, and he lives on coral that looks just like him. Can you believe God thought of making a pygmy seahorse that's so camouflaged and so tiny and beautiful? I love that. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we've got this huge whale shark, which seems like, oops, sorry, it was upside down. It seems like it would be a scary thing. Whale shark, it sounds scary, but this guy is gentle. He's about the size of a school bus, so he's so big, but he just swims along, opening his mouth and eating plankton. And he is so gentle, and you can swim along with him, and he doesn't seem to care, but he's amazing, amazing. And then also, there's something else called the flamboyant cuttlefish. Oh, wow. This guy, do I have him upside down? He is a flashy guy. Underwater, you'll see flashing. And it's this, he has lights. He like flashes off and on under the water. And you're just like, wow, God, you made a flashy cuttlefish. And this is kind of how a regular cuttlefish looks, like without the flashing and the frills. So there's just so many variety of just one thing like cuttlefish. And you're really lucky if you're swimming along and you happen to meet sea lions. These guys are like puppies. I tell you, they are so cute and playful and fun. You can throw them a sea cucumber and they'll chase it just like a dog. And sometimes they play with sea stars. These guys are great. And the other thing I love about swimming underwater, diving underwater, is you just never know who's going to look out of a hole and just look at you. And you're like, who are you? I don't even know what this is. There's this face looking out of this hole. Crazy, right? And if you go out in the evening in some parts of the world, you might see the mandarin fish. This guy is beautiful. Really gorgeous colors. They only come out around sunset. Oh, I love to see the mandarin fish. And finally, my last fish to show you is one that you probably all know, the clownfish, who lives in sea anemones. And these guys are feisty. They'll swim right at you and try to bite you because they're always defending their sea anemone. But they're so cute. So there's just so much variety under the water. And when I read our Psalms for the week, I think the psalmist might have been scuba diving. Listen to this, okay? How many are your works, O Lord? In wisdom you made them all. The earth is full of your creatures. There is the sea, vast and spacious, teeming with creatures beyond number, living things, both large and small. There The ships go to and fro, and the Leviathan which you formed to frolic there. These all look to you to give them their food at the proper time. When you give it to them, they gather it up. When you open your hand, they are satisfied with good things. So calling out to God like I did from the water, they hear. God hears the calls. When you hide your face, they are terrified. When you take away their breath, they die and return to the dust. When you send your spirit, they are created, and you renew the face of the earth. May the glory of the Lord endure forever. May the Lord rejoice in his works. This week, wherever you are, whatever creation is around you, I'm just praying that you will notice God's works and his hand and his great creations. I hope you have... Wait! It's Claire's birthday! Claire Sorensen is going to be 9 this week! Happy birthday, Claire! Woo!